Hello everyone, welcome to ScholarBot Tarot. Just call me Mayfield. I'm pretty much using this space for me to blab about tarot and tarot adjacent stuff, so I hope you're into that sort of thing. But for this video in particular, I wanted to share with you all a New Year's resolution that I have for myself. This channel is basically going to be me holding myself accountable in order to complete that resolution. And with that resolution comes a few intentions for, well, a few facets of that resolution, and that's going to be in 4 intentions. That's re-implementing a depth year, bringing back some of my favorite hashtags in the last year and a half, video essays, and the actual resolution that started this nightmare, tarot book reports, which I will get to later on. So I need to re-implement a low by depth year. I'm approaching the big hundo for the amount of decks I've collected in the last 5 years, with the last 2 years making up for about 75% of my collection. So clearly I need to be stopped. Now, I've tried a low by depth year in, I want to say it was at the end of 2020, but it failed spectacularly because I made the criteria for what I was allowed to buy just super broad. And I mean, the good news is now I'm a little more selective with what I include in my tarot deck collection, but I need to be a little bit more restrictive, is what I'm trying to say. And thankfully this time around I'm going to have something to keep me busy, so there's a silver lining. And that leads us to intention number 2, which is my favorite hashtags. I'm going to be resurrecting a few hashtags that I've watched other people do video responses to within the last year and a half. I've always wanted to do a video response to tarot hashtags, but unfortunately I'm a wiener about it. So this time around it'll be a little bit different, since I'm interested in actually, you know, partaking in the discourse, as it were. Video essays. In 2020, I was lucky enough to be able to present at a virtual academic conference. It was on public memory in African American tarot, and I would love to share that in a more accessible format. And with that said, I actually have quite a few other essay topics that are about tarot that I'd like to complete and actually share with an audience who'd be interested in watching that. And that leads us to the last thing, and that's tarot book reports. Well, out of my extensive collection, I would maybe say that about a dozen of those decks have an interesting world building and also something that it wants to say. Not like literally, I don't anthropomorphize my decks if I can help it, but it has like it's a full text, or at least I view tarot decks as a text, and I'd like to critique and analyze that. So if that's something you're interested in, I will link another video that goes into more detail on the decks that I'm going to be looking through, but that's basically my tarot resolution. There are decks that I have that warrant a little bit more attention than the others do, and this year I want to give that attention to those decks. And if you have any tarot resolutions that you'd like to share with everyone, definitely comment below. Just remember to make discourse, not war. And until next time, I will see you in the next video. Bye!